Thank you guys. That's a ska by Puccini. All right. Back in the days, back in the old days, they didn't have ska yet. They only had operas. But Puccini was trying his best. He was like, I'm gonna write this beautiful aria for La Boheme. And one day, the Slackers will make a beautiful Scatterlight-style version of this melody. He knew, he saw the future. Like Tesla, like Nikola Tesla. He saw the future, he went there. Me, I'm not so good at seeing the future, right? Otherwise I would get myself out of a lot of trouble, If I could have seen the future, I would have called Trump up and told him not to do the tariff thing, I would have said, hey, you're gonna crash the economy, buddy. But, nobody listens. Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens anyway. I was hanging out in Pennsylvania back in the day. I always found myself in trouble in Pennsylvania. I went to go visit the groundhog one time. What's that guy's name? Phil? Punxsutawney Phil. They didn't like me in Punxsutawney. I showed up in Punxsutawney. The cops pulled me over. I was driving to Punxsutawney in the middle of the night. I'll play piano while I tell you this story. Oh wait, hold on. That's not piano at all. What the fuck is that? It happens once in a while. This piano is from the early 2000s, when that was cool. All right, back to the story. So I'm driving around rural Pennsylvania, And the cops are like, they said, what are you doing? What are you driving along this little road for? What's your problem? Why did you stop? Why'd you pull over on this windy road? And I said, officer, I gotta be honest. I'm going to visit Punxsutawney Phil. They said, yeah, but why'd you pull over? What's the reason? And I thought to myself, think hard, don't tell them the truth. Come up with another thing. I said, well, there was something on my windshield. And I had to wipe it off, so I pulled over. And they're like, but why are you still here? That takes 2 seconds. Why were you sitting on the side of the road? I said, I don't know, I was thinking about the groundhog. I don't know what to say. I'm running out of things to say. I said, look, I saw a UFO. The cops, the other guy, he came around the other side, shining a light in my passenger side window. I was like, oh shit, there they are. They were like, what kind of drugs are you on, man? And I was like, I'm not on any drugs, man. I'm going to visit Punxsutawney Phil, okay? They said, that's not the reason. I said, you're right, actually. I'm not being completely truthful with you. They said, come around the back of the van, please. I said, look, I know my rights, all right? I rolled down my window halfway. I said, she called me up on the slide. She said, please don't tell all your friends, because they might tell my husband. Then you know I'll never see you. I know it probably gonna please you. So you're crazy. So I called you on the slide. Please don't ask, cause you know why. Baby, I won't lie and say I like the way you talk at me. Or something like in the way you talk at me. So I see you at 6:30. No, I told her only trouble. That just made it trouble. Won't treat you in our conversation. I said I'll meet you at the station. Still I couldn't help but think, as I drank my beer to meet her, what the hell am I doing here? What the hell am I gonna say? Married girl, don't you wanna smoke a little marijuana? Take some time and have a drink. Think about what you're gonna do. Married girl, makes you worry. If our love is kinda hurting, that's your left wanting more. The time and the man has been. Baby, when I saw ya, I knew I was a goner. All those things I meant to say, I completely forgot. But our first kiss, through your husband in the river, you know it makes me kind of shiver. He sent flowers to his mother, also we could see each other. Lasted for about 3 weeks, and now we don't even speak. So I'm sitting here alone, and I'm sitting on the phone. Married girl, don't you wanna smoke a little marijuana? Take some time and have a drink. Think about what you're gonna do. Married girl, ain't you worried? If our love is kinda hurting, you'll be left wanting more. With the time and the man, that you'll be left wanting more. The time after your man has murdered me.